Hello. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Guys, what is that?
I think it is.
Camping alone sounds peaceful, but when the sun goes down and the forest settles into an eerie silence, your mind starts to play tricks on you. Every rustle in the bushes, every snap of a twig suddenly feels wrong. And sometimes, it's not just your imagination. Today, we'll be covering the 6 most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. And for this first camper, his night in the woods turned into something straight out of a horror movie. The Work Less, Enjoy Life More channel makes a lot of camping videos, but nothing matches what happened on June 2nd, 2022. It started like any other night. The camper had looked up a perfect, quiet, and secluded spot in the forest. However, his perfect day was soon going to get nightmarish. He was cooking his dinner and thinking about resting for the night when suddenly something stopped him in his tracks. A creepy knock on the door, and then a single, deliberate thud. He froze, listening. Another knock. Not like a branch falling or an animal scurrying. This was rhythmic, intentional. Someone or something was knocking. He stood still for a moment or two, waiting for the intruder to go and calculating what his intentions might be. But whoever it was not going to leave so easily. Then came the footsteps. Slow and measured footsteps over crunching leaves were getting closer. His stomach tightened. There was no one else around, just him, or so he thought. Without making a sound, he reached for his pistol and flicked off the light. The eerie glow was the only thing keeping the shadows at bay. He waited. Silence. Then scrape.
One more knock. Just one knock.
a slow, dragging sound against his door, like someone running their knuckles along it, just enough to let him know they were there. His grip on the gun tightened. His heart pounded in his chest. He didn't move. He barely breathed. And just like that, it was gone. There were no footsteps leaving, no knocking anymore. This was just silence, the kind that makes your skin crawl. He didn't sleep after that. He sat there in the darkness, gun in hand, waiting. When morning finally came, he cautiously stepped outside. Everything looked normal. There were no tracks, no signs of anyone or anything having been there except for his chair.
Okay, this chair was over here by the table last night when I went to bed, or the last time I went outside.
Its direction had been turned as if someone had been sitting in it all night, watching the camper's action. Then he saw another creepy thing. A campsite just half a mile away had not been there before. It was empty, abandoned, and across the road was a truck. Inside, a man sat perfectly still, staring at him. Was it a coincidence? Maybe. But if it was just his imagination, why did it feel like someone had been toying with him all night? And if this one gave you the chills, then you must watch the following haunting story. Ruben, from Ruben Mockery Channel, unexpectedly captured a horrifying video on camera while camping with friends. They were sitting around the fire, laughing, roasting marshmallows, and swapping ghost stories.
All right, boys. This is Camping 2010 with Trevor and Jeremy and Tom.
What's up?
That I can't hardly see because it's really dark. I can't find the light on this thing, dude.
Hello.
It's just kind of. I see Trevor waving. Okay.
Here, I'll get my phone.
Let's see me get up and get the fire. Here. Oh. That's there he is. Tom.
We're gonna do some rope swing madness later, hopefully.
Jeremy, I can't see you, buddy, but he's somewhere. There's his leg. He's somewhere in that vicinity.
What would we do with the hot dogs? We need some hot dogs. I'm hungry.
I could go for some marshmallows, dude. For sure.
Awesome. Dessert time.
It's our campfire. Centinela candles. You can't focus on those. I'm still trying to figure out this camera, dude. It's brand new.
Somebody food.
Not this guy. Sorry.
Trevor.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Jeremy food.
The full moon cast a pale glow over the clearing, and the woods stretched out around them, dark and endless.
Man, that smoke is killing my eyes.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
I swear, is this the sleeping quarters? Our candles.
Yeah,
keep our bugs off of us.
No tent because we're men.
No tent.
That's right, manly men.
We sleep beneath the stars.
Discussing stars, that's right.
Man,
Is that a full moon?
guys, what is
I
that?
think it is.
I
Full
think it's.
moon night.
What's what, Bradley?
Seriously, guys, there's something. I seriously saw something over there. Tom, did you not see it?
Dude, there was
Whatever.
something there for like 2
Jeremy, Trevor.
Then Reuben froze. Man, is that a full moon? Guys, what is that? His voice cut through the laughter. The others turned around to look at him, confused. What's what? Tom asked, poking at the fire with a stick. Dude, seriously. Reuben insisted, eyes locked on the trees. I saw something over there.
Man, dude, put some more wood on this fire. I am not going to sit here
Weird.
with this thing.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was there for like 2 seconds.
Dude, it is probably
Over there.
Yes, right over there where you're shining the light, in that area.
Over there. I've ever seen before.
Yes, there was, Jeremy, but Tom and I both saw it, dude.
It is probably a
It was
squirrel.
nuts. It was nuts.
I don't know.
Jeremy rolled his eyes. Yeah, okay, sure. A squirrel, maybe. No, it wasn't a squirrel, dude, I swear. Tom, you did see it, right? But Tom just shook his head, looking uneasy.
What would you say was a squirrel?
Okay.
Okay.
A woodland creature.
Okay, what squirrel would look like that, Tom?
Then they all saw it. 2 glowing red eyes. They moved in the darkness, motionless, unblinking, watching.
That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh.
What is it?
A cold chill ran through them. Silence swallowed the group. No one moved, no one breathed. Then in a whisper, Reuben said, hey, Tom? Guys? Trevor's voice broke. What? Oh my gosh, what is that? What is that? Dude, run! And just like that, chaos exploded.
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, crap. It's coming. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
They bolted, shoving each other in panic, scrambling for the car. The fire crackled behind them, casting wild shadows as they ran. Their hearts pounded. Their breath came in ragged gasps. But Tom was too slow. He tripped, stumbled, got tangled in the underbrush.
Where's Tom at?
Where's Tom?
Where's Tom?
Tom!
Tom! Tom!
Tom, Trevor screamed, looking back. Tom was struggling, panting, trying to break free, because the thing was coming for him. The red eyes loomed closer, no longer still. They moved fast, too fast. With a desperate yell, Tom made a choice. He ran, but not towards the car. He ran towards the edge and jumped.
Thank God, are you okay?
Dude, I think I lost it. I don't know. I think it's right behind me. I'm not sure.
What is it, dude? What is
I don't
it?
know. I couldn't
You need to
what it was.
jump. Come on, get down here with us.
You'll have to jump,
I
Tom.
cannot jump. This is too high.
Dude, if you don't jump, it's going to get you. You have to jump.
It's like, oh my gosh! Ah!
The others barely made it in time, piling into the car and fumbling with the keys. They saw him hit the water far below and disappeared beneath the black surface. Then it appeared.
Oh my gosh, dude, did you see that?
Thank God you're just That's the same thing we've been seeing.
That's it, man.
Let's get out of here.
Let's find out what that thing was.
Dude, it's up there. Look. Hurry, man.
Why does it keep
I'm trying to go like right now. Now. There it is.
Dude, you see it? Do you see it?
No, hold on.
Not an animal, not a bear, a man. A man with glowing red eyes.
There it is. That's it.
Dude, why does it keep chasing us?
I don't know. Oh my goodness. That is,
Dude,
oh
I
my
think it's about to
gosh.
jump in the water. Are you serious?
Oh my gosh. What the heck?
He ran for them fast, too fast, closing the distance with unnatural speed. Start the car, Jeremy shrieked. The engine stuttered and roared to life. The headlights flicked on, illuminating the thing just feet away. It lunged. The tires spun. They peeled out of there, dirt flying, the trees rushing past. And as they sped away, they saw it, still running after them, relentless. And if that wasn't terrifying enough, just wait until you hear the next one. The duo from Hunting the Dead set out to record the strangest and highly paranormal activities at Demon Church. What they recorded was more creepy than they had ever seen.
Out here in the middle of nowhere, off these old country roads, sits a church that has real paranormal activity. No, it has real evil entities haunting this church.
They felt strange the moment they arrived at Demon Church, a place soaked in chilling history and whispered legends.
There's unmarked graves back here as well, but I want to at least show them this. And a lot of these are super, super old.
The ruined structure stood like a skeletal reminder of something evil, with unmarked graves stretching out behind it. At first, they tried to explore, pushing past the heavy silence that clung to the air.
Was it really? Yeah. All right, come on.
But then, without warning, the floor gave way.
Something feels very bad here. I don't know how to explain it past that. I'm almost lost for words. I'm wondering if she fell through that. I know that floor was weak, but I've walked on that floor before and never fell through. I mean, it's pretty solid in most spots.
Alicia, one half of the duo, plunged straight through the rotting wood. The pain was unbearable and she couldn't move. But here's the thing. Her partner had just walked that same path minutes before and it had held firm. So why did it break now? The shock of the fall was nothing compared to what happened next.
What?
Hey, did you just hear screaming outside?
I'm laying in the truck. I don't hear anything.
Okay, you're in the truck. That's probably a lot better than the 10. I was gonna say, why don't you get in the truck? Listen, I just heard screaming out there, so please listen for it as well, because I don't know if I've ever heard anything more terrifying in my life.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. I'm laying down flat. I just can't stand up.
As Alicia lay on the ground, pain radiating throughout her body, a sound echoed through the night, screaming outside. But before they could even think about investigating, they had a bigger problem.
So Alicia is saying that she needs to go to the hospital now. I'm gonna go ahead and take her to the hospital.
Alicia's leg was clearly injured, possibly broken, and they had to get her to a hospital. The moment she fell, her phone screen shattered, cutting off their ability to record, almost like something didn't want them filming.
Can you tell me, once again, did anything put Alicia through that floor? Devil?
I heard that.
Did that just say
It's
devil?
not devil.
Hours later, after rushing to get medical attention, they returned to camp near the church. They were shaken but determined to continue their investigation. As night fell, they powered up their spirit talker, a device meant to pick up supernatural voices. Who put Alicia through the floor, they asked. The response sent a chill down their spines. Demon. Then the noises started.
Can you tell us what your name is?
I can't handle this.
Dude, one of our outside lights just fucking died. That's like the one thing. We're not able to start a fire on a cemetery by the church. So the light is what we've been relying on.
What the fuck is that?
Distant, almost imperceptible at first, but growing louder. Whispers slithered through the night air, just beyond the glow of their flashlights. Their walkie-talkie crackled to life, picking up something unnatural. A voice, a whisper, a sound they couldn't understand, and then static. One of their lights died, and that's when the fighting noises began.
Who's in there fucking with us?
What kind of demon are you?
I don't think it's a demon.
Tell us what kind of demon you are.
I think it's a person.
Sounded like it said breathe.
Somebody's in there fucking with us.
Distant scuffling and guttural grunts, like people struggling in the darkness. It was coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. Panic clawed at them. Was something trying to make them leave? Then movement.
What was that?
Bro, what the fuck?
No.
It's what?
Something on top.
On top of the...
A face. Peering through their tent, watching, they weren't alone. And whatever was out there knew they were afraid. After that, they quickly left that place, never to come back again. Keep watching, because things are about to become more scary than you can imagine. Grizzly, from the channel Grizzly Gaz, had captured so many weird videos and been in the woods countless times before, but this night felt different. He recorded something so strange and scary that it doesn't compare to anything he had ever captured. Something about the air was off. Still, he brushed it off, set up his camp, and settled in for what he thought would be a peaceful night. Then the noises started.
fucking tap.
At first, it was subtle. Branches snapping in the distance, the occasional rustling of leaves. Probably just an animal, he told himself. But then he heard it, whistling. Not the wind, not a bird. A slow, deliberate whistle that sent a shiver crawling down his spine.
Hello?
Trying to shake the unease, he stepped outside to check his surroundings. That's when he noticed something wrong.
Nope. 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 Nope.
His camera, which had been standing completely still, had moved. No wind, no one else around. It had just shifted. A sinking feeling settled in his gut. He wasn't alone.
Hello?
Panic set in. He didn't wait to see what was out there. He packed up his gear as fast as he could, every second stretching into eternity.
Come on! Fuck off, man.
The whistling continued, closer now. Something was watching him.
I can still hear it. Absolutely bobbed me pants then. A black cat sat on wall.
As he hurried down the trail, his heart slammed against his ribs. Then, just before he reached the edge of the woods, he saw them. 2 eyes, motionless, staring straight at him from the darkness. He froze. The seconds dragged on. He couldn't move, couldn't breathe. And then he ran. To this day, he doesn't know what he saw, but it still gives him nightmares. Did that scare you? Then the upcoming one will scare you more. This Saez and his friends had ventured deep into the woods that night, the air thick with the scent of pine and damp earth. The crackling fire cast eerie shadows, but they weren't afraid. Not yet. They laughed, told stories, and enjoyed the peace that only a forest at night could offer. Then they heard it.
Echt? Oh man. Dit is... Dat is een mechelaar of zo. Nee.
Daar gaan we niet op af, hè?
Ja, is dat een ja, hoor die hond, ja. Hier is de ingang, de poort.
Ja, dat staat echt duidelijk privaat op.
Privaat, dit is in plaats van gebed, gelief onze ruimte respecteren, gebed. En daar staat op, pas op, waakhond. Ik ben hier heel lang geleden eens geweest en stond hier vol met bungalows, met campings, met caravans, mobile homes, midden in het bos, allemaal verspreid, super vet. En ineens is hier een waakhond.
A distant scream. It was growing louder and louder.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. Dat is toch niet mijn auto of zo, hè? Hier, maat. Hier wordt letterlijk iemand gemarteld. Hier wordt letterlijk iemand gemarteld in dat bos.
They all froze, exchanging uneasy glances. It wasn't the cry of an animal. It was human, agonized, terrified. The sound cut through the night, sending a cold chill down their spines. Then another scream, and another. Who the hell is out there? One of them whispered. They stood in silence, straining their ears, hearts pounding. Then there were footsteps.
Hallo? 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 What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey!
Before they could react, a woman burst out from the trees. She was wild-eyed, dirty, and holding an axe. She didn't hesitate. She charged. Panic exploded in their chests. They turned and ran. The sounds of their own footsteps and frantic breathing filled the air, but they could hear her behind them. The snapping branches, the rustling leaves, the uneven thuddle of her pursuit.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
What the hell? Who is she? Someone shouted, barely able to get the words out between gasps. There was no answer, just running. They didn't look back, they didn't stop. Not until their legs burned and their lungs felt like they might burst. Only then did they realize she was gone.
Ja, ik ben het. Ja, is goed. Ja. Ja.
They never found out who she was, never knew why she was out there, but that night they learned one thing. The forest holds secrets, and some things are better left unseen. However, the last one is the most terrifying on the list. The creators of the channel, Moxley's Paranormal World, had been deep in the woods for hours, surrounded by nothing but towering trees and the endless, eerie quiet of the night. Their campfire flickered, casting long shadows across the campsite.
We've both just retreated to our hammocks under our tarps. As you can probably tell, it started hammering it down. So hopefully it passes soon and we can get out into the forest and actually do a proper paranormal investigation.
But something about the silence felt wrong. It was too still, too expectant. Then came the first noise.
There's a noise at the back of us here. Well, at the side of me, here on the right-hand side. But I haven't got the torch or anything. I haven't got the camera.
Okay. Wandering around in the pitch darkness. You can't see nothing.
A rustling in the trees, soft at first, like the wind stirring the leaves, but then heavier, deliberate. Were those footsteps? They exchanged nervous glances. Did you hear that? One of them whispered. Then there was a growl. It was low, deep, and close.
Ming?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that growling?
Fuck off.
It rumbled through the air, vibrating in their chests. It wasn't distant. It wasn't an echo. It was right beside their camp. Heart pounding, they grabbed their flashlights and scanned the darkness. Their minds raced. Was it a bear? A wolf? Then one of them muttered, "The pan."
That? A growling. Definitely a growling, mate.
Because I'm in the 5.1, do no surround sound on this, it sounded like it come from this way.
Yeah. It was definitely there. I was like, put me light on, folks. I might have got that switched on.
It come from this way.
That was, look at that. I've even got the bloody light back on.
Their dinner pan was left unwashed, and the scent of food lingering in the night air suggested that something had been drawn to them.
Well, only 2 hours ago been cooking.
Yeah.
So are the smell of the food and stuff?
I wonder if it's what's left in the pan.
Yes. Because we've not been able to clean the pan because it started peeing it down.
I wonder if it's what's left in the pan that's
It's
actually
drawing
attracting
something
the...
over. We're going to have to watch that, mate.
We know was an animal.
It definitely sounded like an animal.
It sounded like a growl to me.
It did to me as well.
Yeah.
The rustling in the trees picked up again, circling them. They shone their lights into the underbrush, expecting glowing eyes, a shadow, or something, but there was nothing. There was no movement, no sign of what had made the noise, and yet the feeling remained that something was still watching.
I just see something moving. When I'm doing my torch now, something just moved from right to left, like it's coming this way around.
What's going on here?
Wrong way though. It looked like it went right to left, coming this way around.
Unnerved, they packed up camp and left. They never saw what was out there, but one thing was sure, they weren't alone in those woods. Were these encounters scary? What do you think about them? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more scary stuff. Thanks for watching.